Again, RC Ryan Clark is right. It's all about how you're viewed by not only the media, but the National Football League. Everybody has a tag, is what I like to call it, when they come into the league. Either he's too short, his arm is weak, he doesn't run fast enough, can't drop his hips. There's always this tag. And the tag for Lamar is he should have played wide receiver. He really isn't a quarterback. He's this, he's a that. Josh Allen he's a leader. He's strong. He's big. He has a rifle of an arm. He just pierces through the wind. And so that narrative lives with you until such due time that you change it. And what Lamar is doing right now is he's going to change the narrative about what type of quarterback he is.
Right.
So Josh Allen has changed about his already by not winning.
Right.
So that narrative is starting to change right before our eyes as Josh Allen is becoming a guy that can't win the big one. Can't win the big one. Now Lamar's narrative is he's going to win another MVP. He's gotten his team to the AFC Championship game. He's advanced. Remember, they were showing 1 and 3. Every clip you've seen, 1 and 3 in the playoffs. That's going to go away because 2 and 3 doesn't look good.
Right.
3 and 3 don't look good, so they ain't going to show that graphic no more. Push that one to the side. It's all of the media creation and the hype behind it. He's not judged fair because that's just the way it is for now. Then eventually, once he goes and takes Baltimore to the Super Bowl, people will look at him different as a quarterback. But now, the flip side of things, will advertisers look at him as a quarterback?
Right.
Because he won the MVP in 2019. I ain't seen him on a commercial yet.
Come on now.
In the one that I seen, he said like one word. He was like, and that was it.
And then
that was it. But Josh Allen, we plaster him all over America because that's what they say you should do with this type of quarterback.
Right.
So you're not judged the same.
Now,
just not.
Richard, what would the media be saying if Lamar Jackson had lost that game?
If he had lost his last week?
Yes.
They'd be saying he doesn't perform well in the playoffs. They'd be saying Lamar Jackson is not a playoff quarterback. He's just a regular season guy. He doesn't get it done in the playoffs. And they're waiting to say that. They literally have these articles typed up right now.
That graphic, 1 and 4.
Right.
That graphic ready to go.
They got the articles typed up. They just haven't push send, and they're waiting to push send. And when they beat Houston, they were like, wait another week. I hope Patrick, let me push send because the article is already written.
Change the name.
They're going to change the name.
Kansas City, no Houston.
No, yep, no Houston. Stroud sends him. Nope. Mahomes does it again and sends Lamar Jackson home. They're waiting to send those articles, and they're waiting in the same breath. They're waiting to promote Josh Allen. They're waiting to crown Josh Allen as the next best thing that he and Patrick Mahomes, because it's so good for the league. I heard Skip say something.
They got to hold that one off for another year.
I got to hold it off for another few years. You better not say that again. You bring that up, it ain't no conversation. But when you're talking about Lamar, and Skip said this, he was like, he's been working on his image, and he's been working, he's working on, I said, Skip, what are we working on his image?
I don't even know.
Ain't nothing wrong with his image.
I don't even know what that means.
He ain't done nothing to put no dirt on his image. He's played the game well. He doesn't have to talk and speak a certain way for his image to be right.
Well, it went in one ear and out the other. I didn't even.
It didn't go out for me.
It went in and out, and the reason it went in and out because I don't subscribe to that.
But
you prop people up that you want to prop up.
Right.
Regardless, I can create Lamar Jackson action figures all day long. And I can bring in Kevin Hart to do the voiceover.
Right.
I can do Penny Hardaway the same way they did Lil Penny. Penny didn't have a personality.
Right.
So they decided, hey, we getting ready to create Lil Penny. We're going to bring in Chris Rock. We're going to attach Tyra Banks to it. And we're going to blow the Little Penny shoe up and be one of the hottest selling shoes ever.
Right.
You can create it. They refuse to.
And he's going to make it irrefutable.
Yeah.
He's going to make it.
Is that a word? That's something from Stanford.
It feels like a word.
That sounds like something from Stanford.
Like it
irrefutable.
Irrefutable.
So is that a real word, Jovan?
That's what I'm saying. That's it.
That's got to be a Stanford word.
You just got to use them in context. And
Man.
That's why I passed it. I took it a few times, it wasn't always for me, but that's a story for a different day.
I would never pull out irrefutable in my conversation. That's just, I'm up here with a smart guy, so,
But he beats Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
Then it's, what are we talking about? It's a whole different conversation.
It's a different conversation, and how he's going to do it, and second MVP, and he has one behind Mahomes, and he's been in the league 5 years, I think now. 5 or 6 years. No, 6 with Josh.
Yeah, with Josh.
So he's won a Super Bowl, 2 MVPs. Most likely he'll win Super Bowl MVP if they win the Super Bowl.
If they win the Super Bowl.
So I'm just going to give him that. Wow, he got the trifecta.
And then the conversation, if it's anything other than Lamar, Patrick, then you're doing it wrong. And that's what they don't want.
Well,
that's what they don't want.
They're going to bring Joe Burrow back into the
Joe
Burrow will get back into it.
But even then, his stuff doesn't compare.
No, but they're going to ignore all the other stuff.
But you can how can you ignore MVPs? You can't ignore
But they are going to ignore
But that's what I'm saying.
Because they want Joe to get one too.
I know they want him to get it, but you can't just give him what he hasn't earned. You know me. You might not always agree with the facts I say.
No, I don't always agree.
But they facts all the same. And the facts would be Lamar Jackson has 2 MVPs, Joe Burrow has none.
So you agree, Lamar? So you finally agree Lamar's going to win the MVP?
No, I'm saying if he does. I'm just saying, I don't feel like arguing with you.
I'm not arguing. I'm just asking you a question.
I don't feel like arguing. I'm saving time. Because if I don't say it, then you're going to sit here. We're going to spend 15 minutes going on that.
No, I just wanted to make sure that you did, in fact, acknowledge that he's going to win the MVP.
I think it's going to be a co-MVP with Christian McCaffrey, if I'm being honest. But I'm saying it's going to be, what has Joe Burrow done that Lamar hasn't? Because I can name things Lamar has that Joe hasn't, especially if he gets to a Super Bowl.
Of course. We absolutely hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more from us, hit that subscribe button for all videos, full episodes, and exclusive content from the show. And don't forget to find All Facts, No Breaks on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.